Alright, what is up everyone? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. Oh man. So if you haven't watched the last episode, I highly recommend checking it out, but otherwise, you should probably know that I didn't do so hot the last episode, so we gotta step it up. Well, I gotta definitely step it up. I did do some practice battles though, and I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of this team. So let's see if it can show off in today's video. But I had some actually great battles off camera, which I was actually supposed to be recording. Yet I realized that I never hit the record button. So yeah, we don't talk about those. But anyway, let's get started. We are using the Japanese Nationals winning team with Pelipper, Serena, Golduck, Tapu Koko, Metagross, and Garchomp. Our first opponent will be Daniel from the United States of California, 1539 rating, which is actually using a very old team. A very old team. Wolf Glix, top 16, a London international team. Man, this team was back in the way beginning of the format. Magnezone, Tapu Bulu, Porygon 2, Politoed, Muck, and Salamence. So my opponent probably did change the sets. I would imagine he changed the sets on this team, yet my opponent really doesn't like opposing ducks. Like, opposing ducks destroy, like actually destroy my opponent's team. So I want to bring Pelipper, Golduck. Tapu Koko does well with Electro Ball, and I think Metagross in the bag. Garchomp really doesn't do much. I mean, yes, Scarf Earthquake is really good here, but I think you have to bring Tapu Bulu if you're my opponent. I think you have to bring Magnezone. I think you have to bring Tapu Bulu. Actually, starting with Magnezone could be a bit troublesome, I guess. Although I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. Maybe I should prepare in mind that Magnezone could lead. Yet I don't want to lead Garchomp, which is like my most solid answer. If Metagross had Earthquake, maybe I would lead it with Pelipper. But you know what? I'm going to lead Pelipper, Golduck. Really, I'm not really worried about Porygon 2 because of the fact that it can't touch my Metagross most likely if it is the same variant as Wolf Glix with Toxic, Ice Beam. Did it have Ice Beam? Yeah, it did have Ice Beam. Or maybe it was Tri-Attack. I'm pretty sure it was Ice Beam though. But we'll see here. Let's see what my opponent brings. Magnezone will probably be one of the options for my opponent. I guess the question is, what kind of variant of Magnezone is it? We do have double ducks though, which is pretty good. Muck Salamence, not what I was expecting. Okay. So Pelipper Golduck. I'm actually curious about this Golduck because the last time we did not KO a Muck. And Hydro Vortex should guarantee a KO on Muck. So I do want to check. If I remember correctly, on like 188 HP, like 4 special defense, you're guaranteed the OHKO no matter what. So I really need to check this Golduck. 147. Is that correct? Well, Pelipper 147. Wait, this is timid. I did not know it was timid Pelipper. That's strange. This is definitely not max special attack Golduck. I think I'm going to fire off a Hurricane in Immense and just Scald the Muck then. Because just getting the residual damage on Muck is fine here. As we're actually going to see the Salamence withdraw, which is okay. As Magnezone's going to come out, which is fine. Because I put that Magnezone into a... Wow, a double switch. Okay, maybe my opponent was expecting an entirely different lead. But this means that I will just be able to fire off Hydro Vortex plus Scald into that slot and pick up my KO. As we will get Scald off into the Porygon 2. Which does a very good amount and gets the burn, which is very nice indeed. And we get a Hurricane off, which does break the Sturdy on Magnezone. Will Leftovers be able to recover its HP? No confusion. Leftovers, but shouldn't bring it back to Sturdy. Yep. I'm not really worried too much about Porygon 2, yet I probably should. Okay, so we know all 4 of my opponent's Pokemon. Tapu Bulu is not in this, which is great news. I do think just going for Hydro Vortex into the Porygon 2 is the play. I do really want to go for the Magnezone, but I don't think that's the play because if Magnezone protects and Porygon 2 goes for Trick Room, which is like one of the ways my opponent could come back from this, is something I do not want to give. So no Protect from Magnezone. Bit troublesome for me, but getting rid of Porygon 2 is no laughing matter, especially since it is a huge threat. So Hydro Vortex will come out. And also the Magnet Zone, if we do hit it with a Scald, we should put it in range of Hammer Arm. So we are good. We are good. Hydro Vortex will be actually just barely shy on knocking out the Porygon 2. But the Scald will definitely be able to finish off the job. So Porygon 2 does go down. And let's see, we're probably going to see a Substitute or maybe Thunderbolt. But no, just going to go straight for the Thunderbolt. Good play. And it's going to target down my Golduck. So Golduck is going to go down. A bit unfortunate, but not the worst thing in the world, as I've said earlier, as Muck is going to be such a big issue. We will go out into my Metagross though. Metagross does have a very decent matchup against my opponent's team now. Salamence is going to come out, which is great because I can just fire off a Scald plus Hammer Arm into the Magnet Zone. The question is if this is physical Salamence, which is definitely something that we have seen. It did get a version of Wolfglick's team did get top 8 at Melbourne with the top 4 I think in not Melbourne, it was Australia. Not Australia, Brazil. Why am I mixing up the places now? But I need to get rid of Magnet Zone, man. I really do. Magnet Zone is such a big threat. And Salamence is going to go for Substitute, and I really don't mind about Substitute because once I get a bit of chip damage, you're in range of my Tapu Koko's attacks. So Scald will come out, do half to Magnet Zone, gets the burn, which I don't think matters in this situation because I will be able to knock out Magnet Zone with the Hammer Arm. Nice, nice, nice. So Magnet Zone does go down to my Hammer Arm. My speed is going to drop, but we do knock out the Magnet Zone, which is fantastic. Getting rid of Magnet Zone is great here because of the fact that I don't have to worry about my Tapu Koko powering it up. Muck is going to come out. I just need a bit. I think Electro Ball will be able to knock out Muck if I do play my cards right. So just going for Scald should put in the damage I need it to, and I'll just Bullet Punch the Salamence to break the sub. Bullet Punch should be able to knock out Salamance's Substitute since Metagross is a very, very strong attacker. I'm guessing this is Z Salamence. I just can't tell what Z move it is. Probably Devastating Drake I could see, as Salamence is going to protect, but again, I don't really mind because I only attacked it with Bullet Punch. I just need the big damage onto the Muck. Bullet Punch into the Protect as well as the Scald. How much is this going to do? Not much, actually. That didn't do much at all. Knockoff is going to go out into Pelipper, getting rid of my Sash, which is okay. Do I want to make the play of expecting the Devastating Drake go hard in the Tapu Koko? I do. I do. So I'm going to Meteor Mash actually the Muck here. Because even though I could easily just Bullet Punch the Salamence, I could do that in the following turn since Metagross should be able to live one knockoff. Because that has to be quite a bit of defense investment onto Muck. It took the Scald. Well, actually, no, we're timid. We're not modest. So maybe I miscalc damage, but we should still be good no matter what. And I will be able to reset Rain, which is good for my Metagross. If we don't take the knockoff here, but we should be expecting the knockoff coming out. Tapu Koko will come out. Let's see what my opponent goes for. I'm definitely expecting the Devastating Drake here. The Z move is going to come out. It is Devastating Drake. Yep. So I do catch that off guard. Once I saw Substitute, I felt like it had to be Devastating Drake. Yep. Doesn't affect Tapu Koko. And we will be able to live one knockoff from this Muck if it doesn't crit. Oh wow, we took it with ease actually. A lot better than I was expecting. Meteor Mash going to go out into the Muck slot, so that should do a decent amount. As we will see the Berry proc. And I'm guessing the Salamence doesn't have a way to really touch my... I just don't think it has a really big way of touching my Tapu Koko. Maybe it does have the... Maybe it does carry something such as Flamethrower, but I don't think... Flamethrower should be a 2 KO. I don't even think it knocks out Metagross, to be honest. I'm actually going to Bullet Punch plus Electro Ball the Muck because it will be able to pick up the knockup. Since I revealed Bullet Punch earlier, like my opponent could expect a Bullet Punch Dazzling Gleam play in this Salamence and might Protect there. So I feel like this is best play no matter what. So we will get the Bullet Punch off into the Muck, and that's definitely Electro Ball range if I've ever seen it, unless it's a really fast Muck, which I don't think it should be. Yep, Muck does go down. And let's see what Salamence goes for. Maybe it has Earthquake. If it has Earthquake, then it might actually be a fighting chance. But nope, goes for the Flamethrower as anticipated. It actually targets down... Oh, it does target down my Metagross. I thought that was Koko for a second. Actually, Metagross does go down to the Flamethrower. Okay, so the Assault Vest not being able to clutch it. Yep. Since we saw, I think we already saw the 4 moves: Draco, Meteor, most likely since it has Devastating Drake, Flamethrower, Substitute, and we saw Protect earlier. No way to touch my Tapu Koko in rain. Like, Flamethrower is going to do pathetic damage, and if it wants to knock out my Pelipper, you have to go for Draco Meteor, which makes your chances against Tapu Koko even worse. So I will just go for Hurricane plus attacks. I'll just attack Salamence. No matter what I do, I should just be able to win the game. Dazzling Gleam. We'll be able to break the sub. Let's see what Salamence goes for. Will it be a Draco Meteor or Flamethrower? Yeah, it should be Flamethrower, actually. Okay. Hurricane is going to come out, target down the Salamence, and that definitely puts it in range. So, I think if my opponent wanted to have a shot, one, Salamence would have to be able to live the single target Dazzling Gleam. That's modest at 75%, which I don't think it does, but if my opponent could be able to, you would have to target down my Pelipper with Drake, Protect first, Draco Meteor, Protect, hope you stall out Rain somehow, and then Flamethrower crit my Tapu Koko. I think you have to Flamethrower crit burn, so yeah, so it's very, 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 very unlikely that my opponent could win the game, as we will take the first one. Very nice, very nice. So definitely just, I don't know, I feel like the plays I made were just because I knew the team. Like, I know the sets, so I was just able to play around them, and it really did help that my opponent led the way he did in, well, as he did, because of the fact, I was going to say in game 1, but this is best of 1, so in the fact that my opponent led Mux Salamence, which really didn't have a good way to hit Rain. Just the fact my opponent had to double switch in order to get momentum, just the fact that double switching to get momentum really hurt him, because I was just able to get free damage off, able to get the free damage onto Porygon 2, which might have been able to live the Hydro Vortex with Skull since I'm Timid Pelipper. I did not actually know I was Timid Pelipper until now, actually. So, something to note: Spain 1543. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Arturito. I don't know. Team of very interesting team though. Gengar, Kartana, Politoed, Snorlax, Whimsicott, and Tapu Koko. So I'd imagine it had to be Nature's Power on a Whimsicott. Like, I cannot imagine without it, to be completely honest. So, very interesting team. I feel like Metagross does so much work against my opponent's team. Garchomp Metagross just does so much work. Yeah, like they actually do so much work against my opponent's team. Tapu Koko, because of the Electro Ball, I think I want to go Golduck. Yeah, I want to go Golduck because of the Hydro Vortex factor, and I think Politoed might be brought in this game. Maybe not, but some interesting things to note here is Gengar and Whimsicott, both Pokemon, are very, very tricky Pokemon. But for real though, Gengar has so many different options that I'm going to have to worry about. Z Destiny Bond, regular Destiny Bond, I also have to be aware of. Trick Room, which is very scary as well. Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, etc. It's a great support Pokemon. Of course, it doesn't get Icy Wind in this format. It also, you know, and it also loses Levitating this generation, but it's still a very cool Pokemon to use in this format. Scarf Earthquake should be able to do a lot of work though. Could be Scarf Gengar as well. Back when Gengar was decently used back in, I would say around, I don't know, it was more like January, February, I guess, where Gengar was more used in Japan. It was like Scarf Gengar, a lot just out to be Tapu Koko. So my opponent is going to bring the Whimsicott and Politoed out. So, okay, as I will be able to lead my Garchomp Metagross. Not the most optimal lead here because of the fact that Politoed is just such a threatening Pokemon here. Drizzle does activate. I do not have an ability checker. Although Garchomp is good. Okay, I actually do have a switch-in. I do have Golduck as a switch-in. And I'll just go for a Meteor Mash into the Whimsicott, because I'll try to do Meteor Mash into Bullet Punch to try to pick up the knockout onto Whimsicott. Yeah, this is going to be very tricky on how this plays. I can see Moonblast 2, Fake Tears. Is that Fake Tears Scald? Okay, I'm definitely glad I switched out. Ice Beam. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's a fast Politoed. That actually believes me. Okay, at least I do have Scald so I can unfall. Really? Not a good start. Not a good start. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. So I miss a huge opportunity to potentially knock out the Whimsicott or bring it down to Focus Ash. Tapu Koko is going to come back out on the field. That was a very frustrating turn 1. Basically the worst. Charm into Metagross who can't... Okay, that's not bad then. I don't know if my opponent just doesn't know about Clear Body. I do get the Bullet Punch, which actually does a lot less than I expected to Whimsicott, as we will get the Scald off into the Whimsicott, which does unfall. I was forced to go for Scald there, which was a bit unfortunate. I'll Hydro Vortex to Tapu Koko, because even if Tapu Koko protects, it should put it in the range of Bullet Punch, and I'll just Bullet Punch my opponent's Whimsicott. Although, actually, I did talk about Nature's Power, but my opponent goes for Tailwind and no Protect. Okay, that's fine by me as well. Unless your Tapu Koko is Assault Vest, and has to have a lot of special defense investment, even if it's Assault Vest or Focus Sash, you are not living the Hydro Vortex. Get rid of the Whimsicott, which is great because I don't have to worry about Fake Tears, I don't have to worry about Endeavor, I don't have to worry about any of that. And you know what? Just by the fact it was Fake Tears and Charm, I was just not expecting Nature's Power. I really wasn't. I was expecting Moonblast. Or maybe it was like a no attacking Whimsicott, which I definitely seen before. So we will be able to knock out the Tapu Koko, or maybe it was Endeavor. I could see Endeavor as well. So we get a double knockout here, which is fantastic because that's already a very strong lead for us. But my opponent definitely does have some options. It depends on who my opponent has in the back. Politoed does come out, and I'm guessing it's Scarf Toad. Or just a very fast Toad in general. And Gengar comes out. Okay. So I think Scald plus Bullet Punch will be able to knock out Gengar. I think it will, so I'm just gonna go for it. I will definitely go for Scald plus Bullet Punch because Gengar is a very frail Pokemon. It really is. So Bullet Punch into the Gengar. Curse Body, a bit unfortunate. If we get Scald off, that'd be great. Politoed going for the Hydro Pump actually misses to Gengar, which is, I mean, the Metagross, which is actually huge. Energy Ball? Energy Ball. Okay, very interesting. I mean, I definitely would have been able to let the Hydro Pump. And, I don't know, I feel like I would still be in the same position. Because now, my opponent has to double target the Metagross in order to pick up the knockout. Yet, with Hydro Pump, I don't think that knocks out Scarf Garchomp in one hit. So, you know what, just Dragon Claw the Gengar, and I'm going to Zen Headbutt the Gengar as well. I'm just going to try to win with my Tapu Koko. As Hydro Pump, Metagross misses the attack again. And Hidden Power Ice? No, that's Hidden Power Fire, it looks like. Okay, so Dragon Claw goes out into Gengar. That will pick up a knockout. Very unfortunate few misses. But hey, I already missed Meteor Mash, so I'm not complaining here. As Zen Headbutt is going to be able to do a lot of damage to this Politoed. Since it is Scarf, yep. And Rain Stops too. So I was kind of okay in the position, I think, because I believe Tapu Koko will live one Hydro Pump out of Rain. Yet it does suck for my opponent a lot. Wait, did I get Curse Bodied? Oh yeah, I did get Curse Bodied. Actually, best place to switch out Garchomp in case of a random. Because if he crits Metagross, well, even if he crits, I don't think he knocks it out. But if I keep missing, I guess that's a problem. As the match is going to be forfeited. Because Scarf Garchomp could also be the Politoed and just Dragon Claw for the guaranteed KO. Or Scarf Earthquake, while Tapu Koko, I'm risking a crit. So, definitely stacking Koko would have been the better play and just bringing out my Garchomp. Very unfortunate Hydro Pump misses, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But, okay. 2 battles, 2 wins, not bad. Let's get another one, and hopefully we'll be able to get the 3 wins. That would be very nice. That would be very nice after yesterday's poor performance. So, let's go for that 3 wins. Let's go for it. I believe we can do it. I definitely believe we can do it, but that was a very interesting team. I was really curious if his options had Trick Room though, like any of his Pokemon had Trick Room. I doubt it after seeing the sets. Like, Energy Ball on Gengar? To be honest, when I saw Energy Ball, I thought, oh, this is probably Scarf or maybe even Specs. But then it revealed Hidden Power Fire, and I'm like, okay, that's not a Gengar set I've ever seen. So, 15-19 rated opponent. Ah, oh, Pledge. No. This is bad. I don't like facing Pledge. I really don't like facing Pledge with this team. This team doesn't exactly have a good anti-Pledge mode. Pelipper Golduck is fine here. Yeah, it's definitely fine here. If I remember correctly, the slower Pokemon gets the typing, so Primarina, most likely it's a Water-type Pledge. This is going to be annoying. This is definitely going to be annoying. I don't like this matchup. I don't know. Pledge is definitely interesting. If you don't know what the pledges do, depending on the pledges you use, you get a special effect. In Water and Grass, you get a swamp that lowers the speed of your entire opponent's field for 5 turns. Which is kind of annoying, which is definitely very annoying. Metagross does well in the back, as well as Scarf Garchomp. This is definitely going to be a hard one, because I'm not sure what I'm expecting. I've never seen the QR code team either. I might have to try it out, though, because that actually does sound like a fun team to use. I will definitely be trying it out in the future. But let's just see if we can even get through this battle right now. I'm definitely expecting a Pledge lead, which I will probably have to Tailwind up first. So Decidueye plus Primarina is going to lead against my Pelipper Golduck. The game slowed down for a second. Wow. Okay. Drizzle's going to activate. My guts tells me to Tailwind first, no matter what, because then I can negate the speed drop. So I'll Tailwind up first, and I think I'm going to Scald the Decidueye, just get a bit of chip damage onto the Decidueye. It should be Scarf Decidueye if I am correct, as we get Scald off, which does a decent amount of damage. A Burn would be great here, but nope. Grass Pledge, Water Pledge will be coming out, so you people are going to see Pledge. Here it comes, targeting down Pelipper like it should. Bringing it down to the Focus Sash, and then the Swamp is going to appear. Yep. Man, I love that animation. And it's like from Primarina. Okay, I thought it was Specs. Tailwind's going to come out. I actually don't know what my opponent's going to do. I'm actually going to protect Golduck and Hurricane the Decidueye. Because I feel like you don't have to go for Pledge anymore. I think you're going to try to knock out my Golduck, potentially. And even if you don't, that's fine. Grass Pledge is going to target down... Oh, it does target down my Golduck. But Primarina's faster? Okay, but... Okay. Sparkling Aria is a move that targets the entire field. So, getting the chip damage on the Decidueye is great for me anyway. So now I can actually go out in my Tapu Koko and just click Thunderbolt. After the 2 Life Orb hits, Thunderbolt will be able to do a lot of damage to my opponent's team. I didn't bring a Tapu Koko. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Metagross will be able to come out though, for sure. Metagross will be able to come out for sure. Do I risk Hydro Pump here? I don't think Scald knocks out Decidueye. And I don't need to use my Z-move yet. I think Z-move should be saved for like Tapu Lele or Circuitry. You know what? I'm clicking Hydro Pump. One of the few times I actually want Ice Beam, but I think it's worth. How are you faster still? What? Am I confused with how Pledge mechanics work? I have Tailwind up. Or maybe it's a number that's off for me? What? I don't know what's going on. Help. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. Medium Ash will connect with Primarina, which almost picks up the knockout. Misses the knockout. Actually, I'm surprised Sparkling Aria Life Orb boosted in rain only did less than about half. It only did about half. What the heck? How did Decidueye outspeed? Tailwind doubles the number. Swamp has it. I should still be faster because of Swift Swim and Rain. What the heck is the number? Is it half or 1/4? Is it like Thunder? No, I'm pretty sure it's half. Arcanine's gonna come out. As I do bring out Garchomp. Depends on who I think is in the back. I think it might have been Xurkitree. Like, if it's Xurkitree, I should click Earthquake, but if it's not, I think I just click Zen Headbutt. I think I'm gonna Rock Slide here, though. I think Rock Slide is the correct play, because I can flinch the Arcanine, potentially. As... Okay, why? It's faster than my Scarf Garchomp now? What is going on? If I had known that, I should have... Is that Scarf? No, that's not Scarf Garchomp. To see why it was Scarfed. Okay, I have to look at Pledge mechanics. I really do. I'm lost. I'm completely lost. And I used Pledge in 2014. Except that Pledge was a bit different. I used a Fire Grass Pledge, which created a Sea of Fire. Well, Pledge disappears. If it's Xurkitree, I'm so mad at myself. Yeah, it was Tapu Lele. So, saving my Metagross was a play. I just apparently didn't know how to do it. Okay, I definitely have outs though. Where there's Rock Slide, there's a way. I can flinch, I can crit. I have multiple opportunities to. So we will just go for Rock Slide. When in doubt, just click Rock Slide. I don't think there's a problem. Arcanine flinches. Nope, Lele gets the Moonblast. If we survive, which I doubt. Yeah. So that's going to be a good game. I don't know. I just don't know what happened. I don't know. I am going to look at pledges right now. Actually, you know what? We're looking at pledges right now. We are looking them up. We are looking at pledges because actually, can you even look up? Okay, hold on. Attack decks, Sun and Moon, pledges. Unless they change the pledge mechanics, which I don't think they have. I'm just confused on how his outsped me even though I was half speed. I had Tailwind up. Unless Tailwind petered out that turn. Which I don't think it did. Actually, it might have. I might have just misread Tailwind. Alright, I found it. This move, if used in doubles, triple battles with Grass Pledge, will create a marsh, which reduces the speed of all Pokemon by 50% for 4 turns. Yeah, but even with Tailwind and Swift Swim, unless the number's messed up, unless Swift Swim doubles my speed to neutral, like even then, I feel like I would outspeed Decidueye since I'd be at double the speed no matter what. Unless my math is completely wrong, please let me know down in the comment section below if you know what happened here. Like, I could understand the Arcanine, maybe if it was fast Arcanine I could understand, but I just don't know about the Decidueye outspeeding the Golduck. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really shows your support. And you can check out previous episodes, social media down below, as well as the QR code of this team. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I will try to answer them. But otherwise, yeah, see you around in another video.